Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 in Central Texas, in Kingsland, Texas, actually. Beautiful day here in Kingsland. Right now the temperature is about 58 degrees, perfectly clear skies. High today about 73, and I know y'all wanted to know that. But what I thought I'd talk about, since I've had two electric trikes, or trike things that have batteries, the same as the electric bikes, only 3 wheels. How about that one? So, has it added anything? Yeah, it has. It adds a little flavor to my life, in that in the afternoons or anytime, if I choose to, I can go take a ride on my electric trike. And of course, I'm not going to give up my walking for exercise in the mornings until I just have to, or until I'm too damn old to move around. But for right now, I'm enjoying it. We're going to go into the sun for about 2 minutes, and then we'll turn left and be out of it. So just bear with me for a couple of minutes here. But having an electric bike or an electric trike and RVing, I think they go together quite well, because it gives you a little range on the bicycle or tricycle to go get groceries if there's something near the campground or place you're staying. And if you're out boondocking, it gives you a way to go exploring if you don't really choose to walk all that far. And as far as ease of use, there's nothing to them. It does take, there's a little bit of a learning curve to actually learn how to enjoy riding the electric trike, and I'm sure the same way with the electric bike. Is there advantages to one of the other over the other? Not really. If you have good balance, the bicycles are great. If you have not so good a balance, or you just want something that you can feel a little more stable on, then the electric trikes that's what you need to look at. As to battery, there's all kind of things you need to check out, the motor size and stuff, but you can read about that and watch YouTube videos. You can watch some of mine. I've done some videos on the trikes I've reviewed, or not really reviewed so much as just giving you my thoughts as to what they do and how I feel about them. As you get older, they could be a real benefit. In fact, they'd be very useful for anybody, no matter if they had an RV or not. If you lived in a community where it's safe to ride one, and that's a big factor right there, because it's just like a bicycle or a tricycle. I mean, people aren't looking for you, and you're a small target, so you're going to have to make yourself visible with a flag, wear bright colors. If you can, get you a blinking light or something on the back, possibly even one on the front. But you got to be in an area where it's reasonably safe to ride one, to enjoy it. I happen to live in an area where there's hardly any traffic at all. This is a small community here in Kingsland. I don't ride in Kingsland. I ride out here in this little subdivision I live in. And yeah, it's got about, probably 8 miles of roads in that little subdivision to cruise around. Some of them are dirt, and some of them are paved. A little variety there. And there's deer around, wildlife to see, and you can also ride along parallel to the Colorado River, which is pretty neat. It's a nice place. So there are some advantages to having one. You can't cost justify them. You possibly could if you lived in a city, or you were a full-time RVer and you used it quite a bit to go to the grocery store and do other errands, then you might partially justify having the trike or bike. The largest manufacturer of electric trikes is Liberty Trike in Pennsylvania. They've been in business for, I want to say, 11 years. That I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's what I was told. They have good service. I've read a lot about them, read some of their reviews, and yeah, they're a good company. So if you're going to get an electric trike, take a look at them. Also, I have a Bolton, but it comes from a new company and out of California. So they're going through the growing pains of getting started. So it's a different type of trike. Liberty E-Trikes makes one called a fat tire electric trike that it compares very favorably to, and maybe possibly better than, the Bolton. I'm going to get one of those on probably Thursday this week. They're sending me one gratis from the company in Pennsylvania, and we'll take a look at it. But I'll keep one of them and use it because here in this area it does give me a little something to do, because in the afternoons, like I just mentioned, take a short drive. Well, no, it's not that short. I go for about an hour and a half. I do some pedaling, some just using the throttle, and yeah, it's great. And believe me, that 12 amp battery on the Bolton, it lasts a long time, and the same battery, there'll be a 12 amp battery on the Liberty fat tire trike coming this week too. So the battery life is excellent. I ride about 6 miles a day just to cruise. Sometimes I average about 6 or 7 miles an hour. Just a nice, comfortable cruising speed, and check out the neighborhood and go back home. And sometimes I'll stop and take a little break and fool around. But yeah, it's about an hour and a half in the afternoons, and it's really enjoyable. It gets me out of my little RV. I live in a casita travel trailer, 17 feet, so that getting out is nice. I mean, any of you people at full-time RV know that. So, but it's a new world. I always like to try new things, and this is also kind of getting me used to charging batteries and learning how to use lithium batteries and so forth, because my next car, I plan to get another vehicle probably about the time I'm going to stop towing an RV, and that's going to be, I think, probably around age 80, in that range. If I'm still here and healthy, hopefully, then I'll probably give up towing an RV at age 80. And I know a lot of people go over that age and fine. And if I'm comfortable, I may go on into my 85, 90. It just depends. But just knowing and seeing people in that age group, I know that your reflexes aren't as good, your memory's not as good for sure, and that combination is not good for RVing, because if you're going to forget things RVing, that's not good. But we'll see how it goes. But that's my kind of a tentative plan. It's not carved in stone, could change any moment. But anyway, I would like to get an electric car, because at that time, I believe in about 6 years, I would think that the range of electric cars would be quite adequate for me, that the price of a car for what I need would be not too much. Because the price will come down as there's more and more companies involved in it. But but I just wanted to have an all electric, and then that may be the last car I ever buy. But electric bikes, electric trikes, I give them a 8 or 9, depending on. Of course, you can't ride them in the rain and things like that. You got to, and there's a little maintenance to them. You got to adjust the chain, oil the chain, but that's really about it. Check the tires, and you're good to go. I mean, it's pretty much like a car in some ways. Other than but it's just minor stuff. You don't have to do much, and just be careful, and don't ride it. And I tell you, I see people out here that come out here from Austin and camp at Inks Lake State Park near here. It's 4 miles on further down this road, and they ride on this road right here in groups. In my opinion, that's not the smartest thing they ever came up with, but that's their choice. But having said that, guys, just Enjoy your life any way you can. Add a little variety to your life as you can. You'll never regret that. Make life an adventure instead of just a boring old drudge, you know, and don't get yourself in a rut like Grand Canyon, so to speak. You know, break out of your shell and don't worry about your age so much. Just kind of get out and do what you feel like doing and see what happens. So having said that, this is Rusty78609 saying, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want. If you think about it, use the Amazon link. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep. Hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Sure. Then stretch, 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 walk, 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 pedal, 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 whatever you got to do to exercise your body once or twice a day. You'll never regret that. You may live healthier a little longer. And finally, but not least, stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. It's your head, your brain, your frontal lobes. Don't let anybody dump trash in there. You know, put in good thoughts, good ingredients, and yeah, you'll form good thoughts. But having said that, guys, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and enjoy your life one day at a time. Adios, amigos, from a beautiful day in Central Texas, USA. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.